All right, so we talked about overachieving if you grew up within a religious cult, but let's talk that it kind of made you superhuman if you grew up in a religious cult in customer service. Hi, my name is Kristin, and I grew up within the IFB, or the Independent Fundamentalist Baptist cult world. So again, I think that it's really interesting because customer service, right? It is all about you have to be nice to people regardless of how they are, because that's part of it, right? The customer is always right. You have to just pretend that you like these people, you agree with what they're saying, and then you help them out. Well, that really kind of sounds like the way that we grew up within these religious cults. We were required to be, especially as girls and women, we were required to be constantly happy, constantly peppy, over positive, really playing into our male counterparts because we had to make sure we were sweet and nice. So that really does go into that customer service way of thinking. So I feel like it makes it much easier to be really good in those areas because that is how we were bred and brainwashed into actually being. So I know I was really good at that, good at customer service, good at sales. Obviously ended up in the hospitality industry, with which hospitality, as you know, it is all about taking care of the customers. But I will say this, what ended up happening, so I spent almost 12 years within that industry. I would never go back, and you couldn't pay me to go back to that world because a lot of it was insanely triggering. The more I got out, the more I became aware of the things that hurt, the more I was aware that that industry wasn't going to suit me once I started healing and getting out of that. But I am curious to see if others feel the same way, that you maybe went into customer service or sales because you were just really good at playing the part, being nice to people even when you didn't want to be, because that's kind of the world that we grew up in.